Alright, so in this exercise, we're going to create an area scheme, and after that, we're going to use the scheme to create an area plan. Okay, so additionally, we're going to create a color scheme and apply the color scheme to the area plan. Okay, so let's first create an area scheme and an area plan. Okay, so let's do this. So from the architecture, you can see here area. Okay, so if you click that, you can see their area plan. So this is the tool that you use to create area plan. So before you do that, so let us just go first to the area and volume computations. Okay, so you just click that drop down and then click area and volume computation. So to create an area scheme as a basis for making an area plan, here in our area volume computations, I'm going to select area schemes and then I'll select here new. So let's click that, and then there's now my new area scheme. So I'm gonna select this, and then I want to create an area plan for circulation. Okay, so I'm gonna name that circulation. So you can also specify here the description if you want. So I can select that, and then I can just put area for circulation plan. Okay, or area plan for circulation. All right, so that's the description. So I'll just select here okay. So I just created an area scheme. Now, so let me create an area plan here. So let's click that one. And then for the type here, I'm gonna select circulation. So just select circulation. Okay, so I want to do that on my level 1. Okay, so I'm going to select here okay. So select okay, and then automatically create area boundary lines associated with all external walls. So I'm just going to select here yes, to automatically create area boundary lines associated with all external walls. So I select yes, and I just created now here my new area plan. So you see that's the scheme that we just created, circulation. If I expand that, so I can see now there my level 1. Okay, so now the next thing that we will be doing is we are going to apply an area boundary. Okay, so let's apply an area boundary by selecting this tool here. So let's click that. Okay, and then I'm going to select the interior walls. So I'm going to select that. Okay, so I'm going to select this wall here, this one here. What else? Okay, so this one, and this one here, and then that one. Okay, so I'm going to connect using trim extend to corner these two lines, and then clean up the corner. Okay, so I now have this area boundaries. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. Okay, so let's draw a boundary. Okay, so let's select again our architecture, area boundary. So this time I'm going to select the line tool here. So I select this. Okay, and I'm going to select here, or maybe I'll just select the boundary line here. Okay, so I'll just select that here and somewhere here. Okay, and then after that I'm going to close this. Okay, so I'm going to close that using trim extend to corner. I can type TR, and then I'll just close that one. Okay, right. Okay, so it's now closed. Okay, all right, so now the next thing that we will be doing is we're going to add an area. Okay, so we're going to add an area here. So I'll select area drop down, and then select area here. Okay, so I'm going to place the area here. that one. So I also want to place here this area here. Okay, and then here, this one, and also here. Okay, and then I'll select modify. Okay. Right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is we're going to specify the name of our area here. Okay, because right now the default name is just area. Okay, so we want to assign a name for each area. So I'm going to select that. Oh, make sure you select the area like that. Okay, and then you just change the name here. So let's click this. And let's say, for example, this is my retail area. So I'm going to type there retail. Enter. Okay. So as you can see, it's now retail there. Okay, you see the value here. The value of my area here is, let's say for this one is 37.16. Okay, so that's the area. So if you want, you can also modify the tag. Okay, you can modify the area tag if you want. You can add more details to it. So if I'm going to select the tag and then I select your edit family, so I'll be going to the family editor. Okay, so if I select this one, so that is my area tag. So I can select the label here. Okay, and I can add other parameters here to that particular tag. So right now it is room name. Okay, all right, and then this one is the tag label is area tag. So on the edit label, you see that's an area, and then that's the sample value. That's why you are seeing here 150. So that's the area. So that's the sample value of your area. So for this tag, it will show automatically the area. Oh, not that one. This one, the area, and then the name. Okay, the name of the room. So if I want to add more details to this, so I can just go to the create. I select here label. So I'm going to put there, and then let's say I want to include the number. Okay, so just double click, and then there's the sample value, and then I'll select it. Okay, so there's now my additional parameter to my area tag. So if I load that and then override the existing version and its parameter values, so it will now show you here as well the room name, room number. Okay, if I select the area here, you see there's the room number. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to undo that. Okay, so I do not want to modify my area tag, so I'm just showing you how. So you just need to select the area tag and then just select edit family. Okay, so now that we have modified the name of my area here into retail, so we are going to modify the other area here. So I'm going to select this area here, and then I'll change the name. So that will gonna be my circulation area. So circulation, and then enter. So circulation. If you're having a trouble selecting the area, which is actually not difficult, you just need to hover your pointer and then select that cross icon. If you're having a difficulty selecting that, you can go to the visibility graphic overrides. Okay, you can select edit on the visibility graphic overrides, and then look for area, and then you can select here reference. You can check the reference and then okay, and then you will now be able to see the reference. So it's not difficult to select anymore, but it looks untidy, so I do not want that. So I'm gonna open my visibility graphic overrides and uncheck reference. Okay, right, so there's my retail, here's my circulation. Okay, so this one is my toilet. Okay, toilet. Right, so toilet, and then these rooms are my offices. So I select the area and then change the name to office. or offices. Okay, and then what else? For the elevator, so I'll just, this one is the elevator, right? So I'll just select the area. Another way of selecting your area here, the reference, is hover your pointer to the tag and then press tab, tab again until it highlights the area. You see, on my case, it's already highlighted. So I'm going to click that. Okay, so let me repeat again. So you hover your pointer over the text or the area tag and then press tab, 1, and then tag again. It will now select the area. I mean tab, okay? You press the tab. Because every time you press the tab, it cycles the selection, okay? So press tab until it highlights the element that you want to select, which in my case, the area. So I select that, and then for the name, okay, I'll just call that elevator. Okay, by doing that, I'm also going to change the area here. So for my area type for my elevator, I'm going to change that to major vertical penetration. So that will gonna be the area type of my elevator there. Okay, and then for the circulations, I'm gonna select the circulation, the area, the circulation. So for the area type for my circulation, so that will gonna be the building common area. Okay, and then for the retail, so I'll select the area there. So that's my retail. So I changed the area type to store area. So let's click that one. Okay, and then this one is also retails or reception. I can call this reception. So I'm gonna select this, and or maybe I'll just call this retail as well. Okay, so I'll just call that retail. So let me type retail, enter. So that's the retail area, and then for the area type, so that's my store area. So let's click. Okay, and then this one is the hallway area. So again, I'm going to hover my pointer, press tab, tab again. Now it highlights the area, so I'm going to click. Okay, so that will gonna be my walkway. So I'll just call this walkway. Okay, and then for the area type of my walkway, so that will gonna be the exterior area. Okay, so walkway, exterior area, and then for the offices, I select the offices area. For the offices, so that is an office area. Okay, and then for the toilet, press tab. Okay, so click. So this will gonna be my floor area. Okay, floor area. Okay, so now that I have assigned the correct name of the area and then the building area type, okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is let me create now an area color scheme. Okay, so area color scheme. So from the architecture, so let's look for the color scheme. Okay, so is it here? No, it's not here. So let's go to annotate. And then I'm gonna select here color fill legend. So let's click that. And then I'll just place it, or maybe I'll just place it beside. Or, okay, so instead of doing that, I'll just go to the properties here. And then I'll select none. So let's click that. So it will open the edit color scheme. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate the scheme one, the schema one. So let's duplicate that. And then I will call this circulation. Okay, so circulation, and then okay. Okay, so circulation. And then for the title, so I'm gonna call this circulation as well. Okay. And then for the color, so I'll just use here area type. Okay, so I'll just select area type. Okay, and then since this is for the circulation, so I do not want to show the visibility of my floor area, office area, and store area. Okay, I only want to show the major vertical penetration, exterior area, and then the building, what's that, building common area. Okay, so this will gonna be my circulation area. So after that, you can also change the color here and then the fill pattern if you want. So let's say for the building common area, I'm going to make that yellow. Okay, exterior area red. Okay, major penetration blue. Okay, and then after that, I'll just select here okay. And there you go. So it's now highlighted. Okay, so what's this? So for my retail, so this one is not building common area, so that's store area. There you go. Okay. And another thing that you can do here is you can also put here the color fill legend. So you can click color fill legend here, and then you can put it there. There you go. Okay, and then you can also edit your legend. So let's click that and then select here edit scheme. And then for the color, I'm going to change the color scheme, or yeah, that's fine. So I'll just change this one to the area type to, or maybe I'm just gonna change the schema one. Okay, so for the schema one, I'm going to change the title here to areas by type. Okay, and then area type there is already selected. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one, so I'm going to apply that, and then okay, and there you go. Okay, so if you want to create another legend here, so you can select that, edit type or edit scheme, so you can duplicate this again. So let's say you want just area, okay, and then just put here area, and then for the color, I want that to be based on the area. Okay, there you go, and then I'll select here okay. All right, so this is now based on the area. Okay, you can always edit that, circulation area. All right, so that's it for creating your area plan and applying a color scheme. So hopefully you learned something. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.